In 1988, director Katsuhiro Otomo released Akira, a film so successful it single-handedly kickstarted the anime boom across the US and UK. For his next solo directorial feature, Steamboy, he spent 10 years in production, meticulously drawing and coloring over 180,000 individual animation cells. This chart shows the financial reality of that decade-long effort. With a $26 million budget, Steamboy became the most expensive Japanese animated film in history up to that point, but it grossed only $18.9 million worldwide, resulting in a severe financial deficit. Critics were largely unenthusiastic, landing the film a lukewarm 59% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. It had a legendary visionary at the helm, infinite resources, and a meticulously crafted steampunk aesthetic. So how did a project equipped with so much capital, time, and talent crash and burn so spectacularly? Otomo poured his budget into creating an alternate 1866 Victorian England, centering the action around a breathtakingly detailed Crystal Palace exhibition. To bring these complex environments to life, the animators utilized an innovative hybrid technique. They blended traditional 2D illustration with 3D rotoscoping to allow for sweeping, dynamic camera movements through the sprawling architecture. Every piece of vintage technology demanded real-world engineering complexity. Animators had to understand exactly how the valves, wheels, and boiler mechanics actually functioned. That staggering volume of mechanical line work, drawn frame by frame, is exactly why the film won Best Art Direction. From a purely technical perspective, every single dollar of that $26 million budget is visible. It is a peerless visual masterpiece. But while Otomo spent 10 years polishing the brass and tuning the gears of his world, he neglected to build a narrative engine that could actually drive the plot forward. The main character, a young boy named Ray, is completely overshadowed by the machinery around him. Even a massive investment in a Hollywood voice cast, including Anna Paquin, couldn't give Ray the compelling character arc he desperately needed. Instead of a compelling personal journey, the film focuses heavily on rigid allegories. The script pauses frequently for characters to deliver on-the-nose lectures about the military-industrial complex, the corruption of science, and 19th-century class struggle. This flaw is most obvious in the character of Scarlett O'Hara, a wealthy heiress who serves as a shrill, exhausting caricature of spoiled American capitalist interests. By prioritizing grand ideological statements and meticulous world-building over relatable human arcs, the production completely suffocated the film's emotional core. That suffocated narrative finally shreds itself entirely in the third act, abandoning its philosophical dialogue the moment the massive steam castle is unleashed. What started as a nuanced debate about scientific morality degrades into a repetitive, bloated chase sequence filled with crawling tanks and flying machines and endless property damage. It betrays its own intellectual premise, transforming from a thoughtful sci-fi epic into a hollow B-movie. Today, the critical consensus largely views Steamboy as an underrated visual triumph that functions better as an animated art book or a technology demo than a satisfying movie. It proves a difficult reality of filmmaking. Infinite time and money can buy visual perfection, but they cannot buy a soul, and they cannot fix a broken script. It stands as a monumental cautionary tale for creators, showing exactly what happens when obsessive world-building takes priority over basic storytelling. It is still absolutely worth watching for its historical artistry and breathtaking mechanical design. You just have to adjust your expectations